Hi, what's up? It's 6 p.m. And there's a power cut in my God-forsaken land. I don't know if it's God-forsaken or it has forsaken God. There is a difference. And the difference is the Lord redeeming the whole total situation because people are like, just not kosher. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, there's a power cut. It's the second one in my waking time. The third, if we're going to include when I was sleeping. And I'm recording because there's a power cut and I want to pass an hour of that load shedding, use the other hour to take a shower, and the other hour, like 20 minutes to take a shower very slowly at like the speed of a snail, moisturize myself, put my skin creams on, and wear a night sleeping outfit. Hopefully by then they will have progressed 40 minutes. And then the remaining 20 minutes I'll watch a video on my cell phone so I don't have to languish in this ridiculous situation. I changed up my top. I mean, it's the same one that I was wearing in the earlier part, but I just buttoned it up all the way to the top so it can look like I'm doing a different video on a different day. But really, it's the same outfit, same top, same establishment. My cat is sleeping in there, so I'll just close the door. It's fine. If she wants to get out, she'll just have to deal with that in an hour. That's when she'll leave. I want to talk. To pass this time out. For whatever reason, it's like Satan knows that I'm going to be relieved from this crisis very soon. So he's really trying to make me feel like trash in the middle of it, to a point where I'm struggling to pass the time before by watching videos on my phone. So I'm just recording a whole bunch. But I'll do just that. Humor his mockery of my inability to wait for reprieve by doing the work of God. This would be unsustainable for me to keep on recording multiple times a day. I'm in my car. It would be unsustainable for me to continue to record multiple times a day in the podcast that they endure us through in South Africa. I seriously, let me close the door, feel so bad for South Africans, guys, that don't have the luxury to fix this situation. It's of course kind of dark. It's also overcast. It's 6 p.m. By 7 the sun will inevitably have set. But maybe there might have been actually a little bit of light by 7 p.m. if there was no clouds, if it was not overcast like what you're looking at, and there was, what is this? Yeah, and there wasn't therefore an overcast situation. Yes, literally I'm all over the show right now. I'm trying to pass time, and in passing this time I want to capture the last moments of my struggle with power to help you constantly have some kind of a poignant reminder wherever you might find yourself in my videos in the future of the fact that the reality that I am currently recording, albeit very shortly, it's going to cease to be my reality. It will continue to be the reality of South Africans. And for people to never forget that. Just because I get a cup of water to drink, for the Lord has seen it fit to do that for me, does not mean South Africans are. I seriously do not know what's going on. I just want to give you a little bit of a historical synopsis, an historical undertone, to give you a little bit of a story about the neighborhood that I live in, just so you can understand just how far gone South Africa is. I live in Roodepoort, Johannesburg, Gauteng province. By American standards, a province would be the tantamount of a state, and then Johannesburg is a city, while Roodepoort would be like a town within a city. Yeah, New York City is a state in New York State. Buffalo City, I guess, is a state in New York State. Yeah, well, Johannesburg is like New York City. Gauteng province is like New York State. And Wilgehevel is like a little town inside a city. Thank you. That particular city, now it's starting to rain. That's what you're hearing. But when I close this door, it uncomfortably and unfortunately starts to get a little bit dimmer in terms of lighting conditions, but I can't just keep this open because I'm going to get rained all over the show. I'm trying to get as much lighting as I possibly can with little success. Whatever. I want to try and see. Guys, this is everything that I'm challenged by. Look at my car, how everything is just falling apart. I'm trying to find the thing to switch off the light, to see if switching off the light will not improve the situation with natural lighting. Oh, come on. Oh, I should probably just leave it. Oh my goodness. That is my car. That's like literally, I bought this car in the year 2008. So it makes sense that it's falling apart like this. And ever since it was brand new in 2008. Ever since 2014, I haven't been able to take care of my anything, so I can't fix the situation. It literally just fell. This is wear and tear. I did not angrily just kick it in. It just did that. I can't record from anywhere else other than inside my car. If anything, I think it's ideal. This light might very potentially actually be helping. I don't know, whatever. Let me continue to explain to you, sorry about what you might have seen there. It's actually better with the door closed in terms of acoustics, like sound. However, it is darker. But maybe, just maybe, this light of mine might be the only thing that's shedding light on the general situation that we are in. So let me face that direction. I should have brought my iPhone because it would operate as a light. Let's go back to telling you the story about my city, where I am at. I'm in Johannesburg. And I am in Wilgehevel, or Rediport is like a greater, literally, there are segments within segments. Rediport is the description of a municipality or a metropolis, and inside Rediport it's also fragmented further down into little villages within Rediport. If you want to call it village, it's more like town. This is an urban area, not so much villagey, it's suburban, but yeah, it's a smaller section of a metropolis, a smaller section of a municipality that also belongs to Johannesburg, the city of which belongs to Gauteng province, provinces of which are the tantamount of states, and we have got 9 of them in this country. South Africa is not as big as the United States of America, so it makes sense that we would only have 9 states. Okay, cool beans and bananas. Now that I have described that to you, allow me to also, like I told you, I'm going to give you a little bit of a history lesson because I'm using this time to, this power cut time, an hour of it, I'm going to slice with this video so you can understand the devastation and the travesty of what's currently going on in this country. Okay, historically, this area that I am in, there is this law that belongs to a systematically oppressive regime that we once were in, that we came out of in this country called Apartheid, South Africa. And under Apartheid, there was this act that was passed called the Group Areas Act. And what the Group Areas Act was this oppressive, systematically so, law that basically said that black people have to live in this neighborhood. Colored people in this country, colored is not a derogatory term, understand that. And the colored people are people who are mixed black and white. So while in the United States there's no difference between people who are mixed versus black people, we do have a difference. If you are a mix of white and black, you're colored, and that is the race that you subscribe to on forms and everything. There is a differentiator. Okay, so when I use the word colored, I am not being derogatory or taking for granted things like the N word just because I'm black. It's totally not a derogatory term here. All right. Trevor Noah subscribes more to being black, and in the US is totally called black, but in South Africa he would be known as colored because his mom is black and his dad is white. Okay, so I guess kids that have got mixed parents just, you know, get called colored in this land. They don't get called just black or just white. They have like a whole tag on them that is different from everybody else. So there was a segregation then between black people, colored people, mixed people, Indian people, and white people. Yes, the Asians also struggled under apartheid, but there were so few of them in this country that they did not give them a category. So I think what the apartheid regime did was take people from Asia, like the Chinese, the Korean, the whatnot, and batched them together with the Indians. So that would be a group for themselves. They fought literally after apartheid ended to be categorized because they are South Africans, but they were being just clumped together with white people, and they were like, no, but we were also previously disadvantaged. We did not have a good time under apartheid. They treated us also badly. We could not live among white people, so you don't get to call us previously advantaged when we also had issues. So they got given a nice little slot as previously disadvantaged too in the EE laws, the employment equity laws of this country. Let us move on to the next part.